Okay, so we're going to work on Pails rails for knee flexion. The idea is we're basically getting this knee to be able to bend backwards to where my foot can touch my butt. We're going to grab our favorite wall and we're going to basically anchor our foot up against that wall and find that in range where you see that it's as tight as possible on your knee flexion. Now from my pelvis, I'm going to be thinking about setting my pelvis into a posterior tilt. So if you imagine you have a belt buckle right here and you're trying to tilt your pelvis backwards so that you can read your belt buckle. I'm going to tilt my pelvis backwards, start to bring that foot back towards my bottom. That way I'm getting maximum length tension relationship. Once I'm here, I'm going to use my dowel. I'm going to brace and breathe. Nice and rest and digest for 2 minutes. Basically, I'm breathing into my diaphragm. Rest and digest 2 minutes so all that neural tissue, all the muscles can be relaxed. We don't want it tension. After 2 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to ramp up my contraction. My first contraction is basically me pushing my foot into the wall, trying to push my body away from the wall. While I do that, I'm also going to push down into the floor. That way I'm nice and strong. I'm pushing for 30 seconds. Push, 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 push. After 30 seconds, I'm going to ramp down to 0. Everything's relaxed. Now what I'm thinking about is everything on the back side of my hip. Glutes, hamstrings, and calves are pulling harder, 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 harder my foot towards my butt. And so basically, I'm thinking about everything pulling my foot towards my butt this way. 30 seconds after I do that, I'm gonna ramp back down to 0, and then I'm gonna reset. Now, whenever I do my second pass, I'm gonna come find my new range, and I'm gonna start that process all over again for the allotted time on the second round.